We get asked a lot of questions about sandstone finish and sandstone products. So this is a bit of a snapshot of the basics of what types of sandstone you can get and what things you might want to think about when you're going to buy it. We'll start with block wall. So you can get sandstone as a dimension stone, which means set dimensions. Square, in this case that is sawn on 4 sides, rock faced, what they call rock faced at the front. Now you can see this is for a pretty formal style of wall. It's a beautiful job, this one here. It's a job in process at the moment. So that's a dimension block with a rock face. The alternative to that, which is a more sort of natural look, is what we call ballast, which is obviously not sawn at all. It's laid as a bit of a crazy paved wall, and you lay it trying to pick a flat face, and you get a similar sort of effect, but obviously you don't get the tightness of the sawn effect. After you get to away from the block wall, you then get different sorts of sandstone cappings. So this one here is a sandstone cap. It's a sawn sandstone cap with a rock face. Now the alternative to that, which is this sort of stone, is again sandstone. This is actually an edging piece, but if it was the same size as this capping, it would be sandstone capping, what they call sawn all round, which means it's literally sawn on every side. Quite formal, different look to this. So the rock facing, the guys here have been rock facing this morning, but basically you chip off the edge to give that slightly rough finish just on the front face of the edge. So that's rock faced sawn stone capping with a rock face. When it comes to flagging, you have basically 2 different sorts of flagging, which is sandstone that you're going to lay as a paver. Now this here is split flagging. So rather than being sawn like this piece here, which is sawn with a stone saw, this is actually cracked rock. They crack it in seams, if you like, and you lay it a bit as a cravey pave. So you can see there's no set dimension to this stone, and more importantly, often there's differences in thickness because the stone will crack in different seams when they work the stone. With this stone here, it's quite complicated to lay. If you're looking for that more rustic effect, that's fine, but remember, you can't lay this on a flat base because that bit of stone is 1/3 the thickness of that bit. So it does take some work to actually set this so that all the level across a pavement works. So that's far more complicated than this, which is sawn flagging. Okay, again, it's a rough dimension. It's not a square bit of stone, but the top and bottom are sawn, the edge is rough split, and you lay it again like a crazy pave. However, every bit of that paving will be the same thickness. So it's a bit like buying a normal paver that's laid on the floor here. That will go down on a flat surface and quite easy to lay. This would be far more complicated. So it depends a little bit on the look that you're after, whether you like a more formal look of a sawn finish or whether you're looking for a bit more of a natural rustic sort of a look. 2 different products. Just be careful about the stone you get when you're looking for split flagging, because it will be more complicated to lay.